Okay, so hey, what is up guys, this is Tito back with another video, and today in this video I'm gonna do the full review of this TP-Link WA850 range extender, and I'll talk about everything I found over here. So this is a pretty good Wi-Fi range extender if you have the budget for it. So let me just quickly do the review over here. So here is the box, and on top you can see that 3 years warranty is there, and you can call their helpline over here or the toll-free number if you are having problems. And opening up the box, you have a cardboard like material box, and on that you get just 2 leaflets and the product itself, and one is the license over here. I think yes, this is the general public license notice, and here comes the quick installation guide which you can follow to set up the Wi-Fi range extender or the repeater. So that is all we get in the box, of course including the product. I have been using this product for almost 2 months now, and I have noted down some points about this Wi-Fi range extender, how it works. Well, I would say this works as it should, or as it advertised. I have no issues whatsoever, like no huge issues with this thing, and I would say this is a pretty good Wi-Fi range extender. If you want a Wi-Fi range extender for some reason for your house, this is a good choice. And as of right now making this video, well, there is a deal which is like you can get this thing for around 1100 rupees, and in my opinion this is a pretty good deal. I'll link it below in the description. Do buy with that link if you need it, and that will really help the channel out a little bit. And I got this thing for around 1400 rupees. Yes, it was a little bit more expensive than I thought, but I really needed it, so I bought it. So in the first place, let's talk about why do you need it. Well, let's talk about the range. How is the range? Well, whenever you get a Wi-Fi range extender, you have to admit that you are facing a range problem with your Wi-Fi, with your main router or something. If you're having problem with the range, well, this thing will definitely help you. Well, this thing I can pretty much confirm that this has more range than my main router. I use a WR841N, the TP-Link router, and it has already a pretty good range. So because of the range, I was having problems after like 20 to 25 feet away from my main router, and the Mi TV I got was simply unable to connect to my main router, or even if it did, it could not simply open any kind of thing, even YouTube. Like it just says error and disconnects from the main router. So that is why I bought this thing mainly. That is what happening. Yes, on that area the smartphones can connect to the main router, but the Mi TV has a weaker Wi-Fi or something. So the Mi TV simply can't connect to a Wi-Fi router which is situated around 20 to 25 feet away, and it has walls in between and obstacles. So that is how it is. But the smartphones do connect from that range to the main Wi-Fi router without any issues. And configuring this thing was really easy for me. You can just connect it with a RJ45 cable and it will just work flawlessly, or you can even configure it via wireless. If the stuff is written on the box, it is simply easy, you don't need to worry. And after you have done the setup, well, I would say you can simply control and configure this thing as however you want. And this is the most interesting part about this Wi-Fi range extender. Let me show you. First, you gotta go into your main router IP and log into it. My main router's default IP address is 192.168.0.1, and after logging in, go to your DHCP client list, and from there you can find your repeater's name, as there is the 850RE, and check the assigned IP there. That is the IP for your repeater. So just copy and paste it on the browser or the URL section. Just copy and paste it and hit enter. Then you need to enter your password, and after you have entered your password, this is how the home page of this repeater looks like. Pretty simplistic and pretty cool features are present over here. Let me show you. And you can see the connection stats from here, as the main internet is connected to the main router, then it's expanded to the repeater, and then the other devices are connected to the repeater, gets access to the internet. You can set the power schedule for this thing as your usage, and it does work flawlessly. And you have got the controls on the range too. You can select the ranges to be minimum or mid-range or even maximum range. I have set it to maximum range of course for the Wi-Fi output coverage, and from system tools you can control the LEDs too. If at night you feel that the blue LEDs are a little bit annoying and more powerful, you can just disable it from here and schedule the disable like whenever you want. Just set the time however you want it. I just disable it in the daytime because it does get pretty hot with the LEDs in the summer time. So that is how I feel, and I put the LEDs disabled. And of course you can also update firmwares from here. So now let me explain why I bought this thing in the first place. Well, the MeTV was really struggling to like connecting to my main Wi-Fi router, and it was simply unusable for like 1 or 2 days until I got this Wi-Fi range extender, and it worked flawlessly over here. And right now I can pretty much confirm that this Wi-Fi range extender, it covers the whole house without any issues. The smartphones, like wherever you stay, you can get Wi-Fi in the house. That is pretty cool. Like before I could not even receive on the 4th or 3rd room, so that is how it was. But right now that is not the case. The range extender simply does a great job. But whenever you are putting the range extender like wherever you want, just make sure that you are putting it where there is a little bit of Wi-Fi coverage. At least you are seeing like 3 towers on the Wi-Fi signals. If you are seeing 2, that connection will not be like stable enough, I would say. And if you're seeing 4 or 5, that is really great. You have no issues whatsoever. But make sure you have at least 3 bars on the Wi-Fi signal on the repeater. So now let me connect the TV to the Wi-Fi repeater and show you the speeds. And I'll not show you the speeds on the TV with the main Wi-Fi router because it was simply unable to do anything at all. So as you can see, I'm getting pretty good speeds for watching YouTube, of course. Now let me show you the speeds with the smartphone from the same position where my TV is, with my like main router, and now with my Wi-Fi repeater from that same position. And by the way, I have a 60 Mbps internet connection over here. And now let me show you the speed from like the closest to my Wi-Fi router, the main router, and I'll show you the smartphone speeds over here, of course. And now let me connect to the range extender and show you the speeds from closest to my main router. But yes, of course, there are a few cons too. Yes, it does get pretty hot to the touch. If you are touching this in a summer day, like God bless you, this thing gets hot. You have to consider that. And this thing takes a little bit of time to power on every time you switch it off or plug it out. So that is a bummer, but yeah, that's how it is. And it has an Indian plug, so you can just put it anywhere. That is a pro. But the con is it just takes too much time to like power on. And while you are connecting to this Wi-Fi network or the Wi-Fi repeater from any kind of device, be it a phone or a laptop or your TV, well, this thing takes much more time than like connecting to a normal Wi-Fi router. So I have noticed that, but yeah, that's how it is. It takes a little bit of more seconds while connecting to this repeater. So what do I think? Well, as a N-band 300 Mbps Wi-Fi repeater, this is doing a pretty great job. And in my opinion, if you need one, definitely go with one. I would say still I'm having pretty good experience. Never had any kind of bad issues like disconnecting and stuff automatically, or it just stays connected. It doesn't even disconnect anytime. I have never faced situations like that where I needed to like restart this thing to like make it connected to my Wi-Fi router again, or I had never had to manually connect it to my Wi-Fi router again. Just do the setup and forget. You can just plug it in and forget everything. It just stays connected to your main router. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. How is the Wi-Fi repeater and how much idea did you get about this Wi-Fi repeater? And if this video was helpful to you, give this video a thumbs up and share it out with your friends. This is Tito from Kerry and Tech signing off for today, and please subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. Bye bye now.